Okay, thank you very much, Eglantine. Thank you, everyone, dear all. I hope you are doing well and that your families are safe from the coronavirus. I know it's not easy for all of us at this time. So I want to seize this opportunity to thank the PMU who enables us to share with you this short presentation entitled From Field Survey on Boiled Plantain Quality Characteristics to Key Priority Analysis for Trait Dissection at Lab Level. Before going straight to the point, let me recall that the surveys were carried out in 2018 in 8 localities in Cameroon, in 2 regions, the West and the Littoral, and 40 women and 38 men participated to the study. So, concerning the high quality characteristics of raw material, a list of more than 10 characteristics have been collected, from dark green color plantain peel to big plantain fruit, the presence of a ripe finger, the yellow color plantain pulp, the matured plantain fruit, presence of a split fruit, the presence of stains on peels, orange color plantains, and black edges, fingers, and hard plantain fruits. Also, we had a characteristic called attractive plantain bunch, which is not very, very important at this level, and we will see at the level of boiled material. But within this list of characteristics, 4 mentioned here in blue has been the most representative. That is dark green color, big plantain fruit, presence of ripe finger, and matured plantain fruit. Regarding low quality characteristics of raw material, the people who participated to the survey enumerated again a list of more than 10 characteristics. And among these list, we have the immature plantain bunch, white color plantain pulp, not hard on touching, and here the precise it was on touching, light green color plantain peel, and small plantain fruit, as well as big plantain fruit. Here, we should note that sometimes people doesn't want plantain which is too small or too big for boiled plantain. So this is the important trait here that we try to put into bold so that everyone should see it. Regarding the processing characteristics of the raw materials, again, a list of characteristics was provided. There we have dark green colored plantain peel, big plantain fruit, presence of a ripe fruit, matured plantain fruit, the presence of a split fruit, then the yellow colored plantain pulp, and the orange color plantain pulp also, and black edge plantain fruit, then hard plantain fruit. Here, when they say hard plantain fruit, it is almost the same characteristics like matured plantain fruit, which with presence of a ripe fruit, big plantain fruit, and dark green color plantain fruit were the most characteristics that were enumerated by the participant to the survey. Now, talking about the boiled plantain, that's the product. We also tried to group the list of high quality characteristics of boiled plantain. And here they talked about soft plantain on touching and in the mouth. And there was no difference between men and women. They talked of yellow colored plantain pulp, then brown colored plantain pulp, well cooked plantain pulp. And here with this word well cooked, it was like the same as soft plantain. Then we have soft and tender plantain pulp. Then the attractive plantain pulp that I talked about at the beginning of this presentation, which was very, very important for women. For them, they said their boiled plantain should be attractive. Then we have golden colored plantain pulp, then big plantain pulp, and tasteful plantain. These are the characteristics for a good boiled plantain. Now, for a low quality boiled plantain, they talked of not well cooked, hard plantain pulp, bitter taste, bad taste, and this bitter taste or bad taste was related to the sap. Then they talked of crunchy, too soft plantain, and not ripe. So, after reviewing all these quality characteristics on raw and boiled plantain within the framework of Activity 3, processing demonstrations were carried out during Activity 4 with restaurant cooks in Bafoussam and Newilah last year using 4 varieties: a local variety, a plantain landrace Bata, another plantain landrace Bigebanga, and a plantain-like hybrid Carbap K74. Results confirm that characteristics like fruit peel, pulp thickness, fruit length, fruit yield, firmness, and cooked pulp, and as well as dry matter content of raw and cooked pulp have to be taken into account at laboratory level. That is why we tried to group the traits that we collected on the field into categories. The first one concerned textural characteristics, and this categorization is just a proposition because we will have to discuss it again with the whole team, including Geneviève, including Alexandre, Didier, Dominique also, and others. So the first category is textural characteristics, and there we put the characteristics that is related to hard fingers, soft finger, soft cooked pulp, hard cooked pulp, and firm boiled plantain. And the lab analysis that we intend to do is to analyze the dry matter content, the starch characterization, do rheology and texture measurements. The second category is about taste or aroma. And here, the characteristics are sweet plantains, plantain taste, sour or bitter taste, then taste of sap. And the lab analysis here should be related to sensory analysis, total titratable acidity, and total soluble solid. The other group concerns color, because they always talk of dark green peel color, orange yellow color, and white color of raw pulp. There, because we have been planning to acquire a colorimeter, we will do color measurements, carotenoid, and probably polyphenols. And another category of characteristics is on bunch and fruits characteristics. And here we have big finger, heavy bunch, small bunch, long fingers. In the lab, we will just have to measure or weight the bunch, count the number of hands, the number of fingers, measure the fruit weight, the fruit length, the fruit yield, pulp and peel weight, pulp and peel thickness, and the easiness to peel. We will try to do it in the lab. And the last trait that we have put concerns the bunch appearance. And here we have the presentable bunch, stain on peel, the presence of a ripe finger, and the presence of split finger. And here we think of participatory discussion with farmers, traders, as well as restaurant cooks. So, dear all, this is the short presentations that we wanted to share with you people. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you, Gérard, for this very clear presentation, and thanks for keeping time. And I think that this presentation shows very well the importance of taking into consideration bad quality characteristics, and not only focus on good quality characteristics. Okay, so now, colleagues, you have 15 minutes to ask questions to Gérard. So feel free to raise your hand using the small box at the right of your screen. And or if you prefer, you can write directly in the box section.
Please, Eglantine, I just wanted to remind that Cedric is also online, so if there's a question, he can still answer. There's no problem.
Okay, Gérard, maybe you can share your screen so that you can go back to some different
slides
if people are asking for more information.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Gérard?
Oui?
You are part of the breeding program in Carbap. What is new after the survey? What is the new strategy for your lab after this survey?
Thank you. I don't know if you are getting me, Dominique.
Yes.
Thank you very much. After this survey, I think there are many traits that will be now used by breeders. Because at first, they were only breeding just for disease, pest and disease. And with the results that we've got from the field, and we have tried to share it with the breeders already of Carbap, 2 of them, and they will take into account many traits. But the question that they always ask is, how do we use the results of the surveys? And we said, maybe it's only after we have done the lab analysis on the fruits that they may have concrete traits to be used.
Okay, thanks.
We have a question from Delphine. Delphine, please.
Thank you, Gérard, for that nice presentation. This is a question mainly just for clarification. How did you, I wish to ask about the stage of ripening. Is this focused on just the green stage or on different stages? And how did you take account of all of that?
Thank you very much, Delphine. Yes, we took into account only the green stage, only the green stage. And we didn't want to introduce a bias by using the ripening stages, because when you introduce the ripening stages, some people will say this is unripe, another people will say this is start ripe, some people will say it is already ripe. You see, that's why we decided just to use the unripe stage.
Okay.
I see a question from Geneviève.
Thank you very much, Gérard, for your presentation. Very nice. I appreciate the way you present la toile d'araignée. With all the group characteristics, but I have one question regarding the quality characteristics during processing during your survey. I think it's another picture earlier, maybe the second or 5 or 4 slides.
This
quality
one.
Processing during processing. Just before. Yes.
This one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if I look at all the characteristics mentioned by the respondents, finally they concern only the raw material, and I wonder if there is not really technological characteristics during processing. I mean, is there some characteristics required by processor for boiling, for instance?
Yes.
I mean, raw material characteristics required by processor for all the processing steps. I mean peeling, boiling, because here only characteristics of the raw material, but not the material during processing, like peeling or boiling.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
This is my question.
Yes.
I
Yes.
suppose they have some requirement.
Yes, you are right. They have requirements, but this slide was just to show the characteristics related to raw material. The technological characteristics, you are right, exist, and they have mentioned it. You have, for example, the easiness to peel, which is very important for the processors. You have the cooking time, which is very important. They don't want, for example, they don't want a plantain that will last long during boiling.
Yes. So
Yes.
what is the difference between that slide and the slide number 2? Because it is all of them are on the raw material. Okay.
The difference is that these characteristics has been given by the processors.
Okay.
These ones given by the processors.
Specifically by processors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Dominique, you have a question?
Yes, going back to the radar, I have seen the hybrid, very, very, very different from the land race.
Yes.
Could you explain a bit more? Because the hybrid is the small one at the center, and
yes,
the land race are all around. Well, can you tell me more about that? What are the perception of the people and the reason why?
Where, Dominique, it was clear from this radar that the Carbap K74, which is a plantain-like hybrid, was not, according to all the characteristics that were evaluated, was not suitable for boiled plantain. It may be suitable for other products, but for boiled plantain, the processors, they said no, it was not suitable for them. And the characteristics, we also do an evaluation of the characteristics in the laboratory. And these results shows again that it is not good compared to the land races. I don't know, maybe it's not normal to say it's not good like that, but we should say the truth. We should say the truth. It is not good for boiled plantain. It is the bad variety for boiled plantain within this study. And I think with Geneviève, we talked about it during the thinking phase of the processing demonstrations. We said we need a very good variety, a very bad variety, then some moderate ones. And it was good for us to choose the Carbap K74 for boiling.
Okay.
Thank
you. A lot of work to do.
Yeah. We have a lot of work to do. And I'm sure, Dominique, because this hybrid is a Carbap Sirat co-propriety, I think we'll have to do a communication on it, because in Africa, especially in Central Africa, plantain is consumed mostly boiled. So I think we'll have to do a communication on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Other questions or clarifications?
Gérard, when do you intend to conduct consumer testing activity 5?
As far as the pandemic will allow us to do, we will be on the field.
What about the situation in Cameroon?
Actually, the number of contamination is going increasingly. So normally the confinement was not really observed, and people are continuing to be sick, and school have reopened, but many people continue staying at home. They don't want to be rushing out doing things. Even in the university, there are students who does not come to classes. So it's not easy in Cameroon with the pandemic.
I understand. So we will keep in touch to know if you will be able to do before the end of the year, or if it will be reported to next year.
Yeah. But I think we will do it before the end of the year, because in August, September, I think it will be, we have crossed the peak of the pandemic in Cameroon, and therefore maybe things can be open and we may go on the field.
And there will you will not have problem with the raw material to go to process the products and go to the consumers? No?
That's a very good question. Actually, one of the trials that we put on the field in Jombe will be giving the bunches as from August. So by then we will have a standardized bunches, all the type of plantains that we would like to have, the good ones, the bad one, the hybrids, everything, it will be available as from August. Yeah, so we'll have all the bunches for the experiments.
Okay, you will see. So thank you.
Yeah, I will keep you informed, Geneviève.
Thank you very much.
Then we will have to conclude the discussion on the categorizing the characteristic traits.
Yes, we will try to have a Skype on your data to discuss about.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Gérard.
Thank you very much.
Gérard, I see there's a question from Busi. Busi, please ask your question.
Thanks, Eglantine. I'm hoping to join the webinars today. At least the shifting of time had given me a part to join. I was just going to ask Gérard, since the sample size is very minimal, do you think when you take this variety or this hybrid to other parts of Cameroon, it will also be rejected?
That's a very good question, Busi. I think that this hybrid should be taken in some other parts of Cameroon. Yes, but we should know that based on the raw material characteristics, I think the results will be the same almost everywhere. Based on the raw material characteristics.
Okay, thank you, Gérard. I have one question. If nobody has a question, I have one question for you. I've seen that you want to perform rheology tests.
Yes.
How do you consider doing this? Is it at Carbap? Is it somewhere else?
Okay, good. That's a point we will be discussing with Layal and Julien, because we have already paid for our texturometer, and we think that Layal and Julien, as well as Sirat partnership, I think that they can help us doing the rheological analysis. Okay. But we have planned to buy a texturometer and we have paid already for it. It is this pandemic which is making the
provider not to send it to us. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it should be discussed as soon as possible with Layal.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
Any other questions from the group, from the audience to Gérard? No.
Good luck with the paper. Just
Thank you
submit
very
on time.
Thank you very much, Dominique. I'm trying to do some few corrections. They have sent me the document that I should do some few corrections. I will send it to them today.
Okay, but you can do back after the reviewing.
Yeah. You are right.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you.
if no more questions, then thanks a lot, Gérard, for this clear presentation.
Thank you very much, Eglantine.
Yes, and maybe Tessie, you have something to say to Gérard? No?
Hi, Gerard.
Hello, my dear. How are you?
I'm good. I hope you're keeping safe.
Yeah, we are safe. We are safe.
Good.
Okay, so thanks everybody for joining today, and we'll meet in 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, we'll go to Benin. The FSA team, Noel, Laurent, and Lorenda, will present on boiled yam quality characteristics. And
Yes, we will.
yes, okay, good, Noel. So you're ready?
I'm ready.
Nearly ready.
Yes.
Okay, good. So we'll meet in 2 weeks, and have a nice weekend, everybody. Enjoy and take care, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you.